The sky is changing, and if the rumors, concepts, and early official statements surrounding the F-47 are any indication, the next revolution in air combat may already be taking shape. Imagine a fighter jet so advanced that it doesn't simply outrun or outfight its enemies, it sees them before they exist as threats, coordinates entire fleets of autonomous aircraft, and dominates the battlefield through artificial intelligence, stealth, and overwhelming information superiority. This is the story of the 2027 F-47 Fighter Jet, one of the most mysterious and talked about military aviation projects in the world. For decades, air superiority has been defined by aircraft such as the F-15 Eagle, the F-22 Raptor, and the F-35 Lightning II. Each generation introduced new technologies that changed the rules of aerial warfare. But military planners have long understood that future conflicts will demand capabilities beyond what current fifth-generation fighters can provide. The answer is a new generation of combat aircraft designed from the ground up for a rapidly evolving battlefield. The aircraft commonly referred to as the F-47 is associated with America's Next Generation Air Dominance Program, often called NGAD. While many details remain classified, enough information has emerged to paint a fascinating picture of what could become the most advanced fighter aircraft ever built. Unlike previous fighter programs that focused primarily on speed, maneuverability, and stealth, the F-47 appears to represent a completely different philosophy. Instead of being a standalone aircraft, it is expected to function as the command center of an entire combat ecosystem. In future air battles, victory may not belong to the pilot flying the fastest jet but to the force that can process information faster and coordinate assets more effectively. One of the most striking aspects of the F-47 is its expected stealth design. Traditional stealth aircraft use carefully angled surfaces and radar-absorbing materials to reduce detection. The F-47 is believed to push these concepts even further. Early concept illustrations suggest an extremely smooth and blended airframe with minimal protrusions, highly integrated surfaces, and advanced materials specifically engineered to defeat next-generation radar systems. Stealth is no longer simply about becoming invisible. Modern military planners understand that enemy sensors are becoming increasingly sophisticated. As a result, the F-47 is expected to feature what experts call multi-spectrum stealth. This means reducing visibility not only to radar but also to infrared sensors, electronic surveillance systems, and potentially even emerging detection technologies. Its shape appears optimized for long-range operations. Unlike some earlier fighters that emphasized close-range dogfighting performance, the F-47 is likely designed for dominance at enormous distances. The aircraft's wings are expected to provide exceptional efficiency, allowing it to travel farther while carrying more fuel internally. Speaking of fuel, range is one of the biggest priorities for future combat aircraft. Modern military strategists recognize that future conflicts may occur across vast geographic areas, particularly in the Pacific region. Aircraft must be capable of traveling enormous distances without constant aerial refueling. This is where the F-47 is expected to shine. Analysts believe it will possess significantly greater range than both the F-22 and F-35. Larger internal fuel capacity combined with more efficient engines could allow the aircraft to operate far from friendly bases while maintaining combat effectiveness. The propulsion system may be one of the aircraft's greatest technological achievements. Reports suggest that adaptive cycle engines are likely candidates for powering the F-47. These revolutionary engines can essentially change their operating characteristics during flight. In simple terms, the engine can optimize itself for maximum fuel efficiency during cruising and then shift toward maximum power when high-speed performance is required. This capability offers the best aspects of multiple engine designs in a single package. The result could be extraordinary performance. Although official figures remain classified, experts speculate that the aircraft could exceed Mach 2 while maintaining exceptional fuel economy compared to previous fighters. Such a combination would provide a significant advantage in both offensive and defensive operations. Speed, however, is only part of the equation. The real revolution may be found inside the cockpit. Pilots of earlier generations spent much of their time managing aircraft systems. In the F-47, artificial intelligence is expected to assume many of those responsibilities. Advanced onboard computers could continuously analyze the battlefield, identify threats, prioritize targets, and recommend actions in real time. Imagine a pilot receiving information not as dozens of separate screens and warnings but as a seamless, intelligent picture of the entire combat environment. The aircraft becomes more than a machine, it becomes a highly capable partner. The cockpit itself is expected to feature large area displays, advanced touch interfaces, voice controls, augmented reality systems, and helmet-mounted technologies far beyond those currently used in operational fighters. One of the most exciting concepts associated with the F-47 is its ability to command autonomous wingmen. These unmanned aircraft, sometimes called collaborative combat aircraft, could fly alongside the fighter and perform a variety of missions. Some might carry additional missiles. Others could conduct reconnaissance. Certain drones may act as electronic warfare platforms, jamming enemy radars and communications. In dangerous situations, autonomous aircraft could enter high-risk areas where sending a human pilot would be unacceptable. Instead of a single fighter engaging the enemy, future combat may involve one F-47 coordinating several autonomous aircraft simultaneously. This dramatically increases combat power while reducing risk to pilots. The sensor suite is expected to be equally groundbreaking. Modern fighters already possess incredibly sophisticated radar systems, but the F-47 is likely to push sensor fusion to unprecedented levels. Multiple sensors could combine their data into a unified operational picture, allowing the aircraft to detect, track, and engage threats more effectively than ever before. Radar technology is expected to feature advanced active electronically scanned arrays with greater range, improved resistance to jamming, and enhanced targeting capabilities. Electronic warfare systems may become so powerful that disrupting enemy sensors could be just as important as launching missiles. Weapons systems remain largely classified, but future compatibility with next-generation air-to-air missiles is widely expected. Longer-range missiles, hypersonic weapons, advanced precision-guided munitions, and directed energy technologies could all become part of the aircraft's arsenal over time. Internal weapons bays will likely preserve stealth characteristics while allowing a flexible mix of offensive and defensive armaments. Compared to the legendary F-22 Raptor, the F-47 is expected to offer superior range, more advanced sensors, greater computing power, and improved integration with autonomous systems. Against the F-35, it may provide enhanced air superiority performance while serving as the centerpiece of future air combat networks. Of course, such capabilities come at a cost. Advanced materials, cutting-edge engines, artificial intelligence systems, stealth technologies, and highly sophisticated electronics make programs like the F-47 extremely expensive. Estimates suggest that procurement and development costs could reach levels never before seen in fighter aviation. Maintenance considerations will also be significant. Stealth coatings, advanced sensors, and complex propulsion systems require specialized support infrastructure. However, digital engineering techniques may help reduce lifecycle costs compared to previous programs. One fascinating aspect of the aircraft's development is the use of digital design methods. Engineers can create, test, and refine virtual prototypes before physical construction begins. This approach dramatically accelerates development timelines and allows designers to identify problems earlier in the process. Another little-known fact is that future aircraft may receive software upgrades much like smartphones. Instead of waiting years for hardware modifications, capabilities could potentially be enhanced through rapid software updates, allowing the aircraft to adapt to emerging threats throughout its operational life. The strategic impact of the F-47 could be enormous. Air superiority has been a cornerstone of military operations for generations. An aircraft capable of controlling vast portions of the battlespace, coordinating autonomous assets, and surviving against advanced enemy defenses could fundamentally reshape military planning around the world. Supporters argue that the aircraft will ensure continued air dominance against increasingly capable competitors. Critics point to rising costs and question whether traditional fighter concepts remain relevant in an era of rapidly advancing missile technologies. Regardless of where one stands in that debate, there is little doubt that the F-47 represents one of the most ambitious aviation projects ever attempted. What makes this aircraft truly remarkable is not any single specification. It is the combination of stealth, artificial intelligence, advanced propulsion, autonomous teamwork, sensor fusion, and network-centric warfare into a single integrated platform. This is not merely the next fighter jet. It may be the first glimpse of what sixth-generation air combat will actually look like. As military aviation enters a new era, the F-47 stands as a symbol of technological ambition and strategic evolution. It is designed not just to fight today's battles but to dominate tomorrow's conflicts. Whether viewed as an engineering marvel, a military necessity, or a glimpse into the future of warfare, the F-47 is a project that aviation enthusiasts and defense analysts will be watching closely for years to come. And now it's your turn. Do you think the F-47 will become the most advanced fighter jet ever built, or will future drone technology eventually replace manned fighters altogether? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the future of military aviation, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next exploration of the world's most incredible aircraft and military technologies. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.